What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode 5 of Stogey Society Podcast. Here we go. Gonna get some introductions going real quick. I think I'm gonna go. Is this clockwise, counterclockwise? I'm gonna start with Frank. Frank, how we doing, sir?
So far, so good, brother. How about you?
Good, good. What are we smoking tonight?
Tonight, we're smoking the Tabernacle by Foundation.
There we go.
What's up, Ben?
Randall, Mr. Cigar Scope.
What's up? What's up? So tonight we're smoking the Rosa de Guadalupe Exclusivo by AJ Fernandez. If I can get my damn lighter to work. Too cold out here.
Too good.
It's DC
Mr.
Curse.
1T Matt.
So I've got a Olmec Maduro I'm going with today. And then for pipe time, we're going to go with Warped Wednesday
No, damn.
and Warped Saint Espresso because they actually make pretty good pipe tobacco. So
Nice.
Go.
that's what we're doing. It's what we're doing.
I like it.
Hell
I like
yeah.
it. And Mr. Hugo Smokes.
I got a oldie but goodie. This is my favorite, El Séptimo. It's the Salvador Dali.
Oh, nice.
Cool. And then myself, I am wearing the hat, Crown Heads, La Petitière. Gonna be smoking this tonight. And then I got a backup. Matt, I brought out one that you gave me in your batch. It's just freaking monster of a cigar.
What is that there? From the Budget Bomb?
It's from the Budget Bomb, the repeater.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna test it out tonight if we make to it. So we'll have that going on right there. So
There you go.
hello to everyone here in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us. We greatly appreciate
Hola.
this as always, man. So how we doing, guys? How's the week treating you so far?
It's been a week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who needs lighter fluid?
I did. I'm gonna go get some. I can't do this.
The fuck is doing that shit?
It's the DC Curse. It's a DC
For real.
Curse.
I got mine, man. I'm loaded. I'm ready to go.
DC Curse.
I like it.
A big an hola there from Mikey.
Hola, Miguel.
Cigar Carpenter. What's going on, Miguel? I like that. We're gonna make
What's
this
up,
a
Carpy?
Spanish influence episode right now.
Miguelito. Y Crespin.
Crespin, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it, dude.
What's up, Crispin?
Getting through all this. So you can keep hitting those chats, but definitely want to thank the folks that reached out to Matt and sent in their stories, wanted to be anonymous. Some people didn't. Some people are going to enjoy this. So we're going to definitely get the viewers involved in when we bring up these subjects. We talked about we were going to be hitting, cigar lounge etiquette, do's and don'ts, our good stuff that we want to kind of reach out and talk about. We've been talking about is the dry baggers. I think there's going to be some good stories to pop up. Again, if you guys don't want to say it in your chats, in our chat here, you can definitely shoot Matt a DM and he'll talk about the story. Obviously, switch the names on there. So it won't be Hugo, it'll be Hugo. And we'll just, yeah.
It'll be Lugo.
Lugo. We'll call him Lugo. Yeah. Just things like that. Things you wish you knew when you started smoking. And then the one, if you guys want to get it started now, we'd love to know what your favorite wrapper is. By wrapper, I mean the wrapper of your cigar. Not like, I don't want to give Hugo that opportunity because I know he was itching to say Eminem or something again. I remember the last time we talked about
He said
this.
PDD last time. He said PDD last time.
P. Diddy, that's right. Mm-hmm. So, what subject do you guys want to touch on first? Which one are you guys kind of excited for?
I say let's start with the lounge etiquette. I think we're. I mean, if y'all are up for that or
For sure.
Ooh.
So I got one. If we're going to go with some lounge stuff, I've got one from Erica and one we had talked about, and then another one. So I got a few things with that. Unless you guys got something already on your mind.
and even if we did, we'll add it on to after the fact.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
worry about it. Yeah, start it off.
Yeah.
So lounge etiquette. One thing that and look, at the end of the day, somebody has a cigar. They bought their cigar. They're there at the lounge do whatever. But I don't like it when somebody like tamps out their cigar, like when they're done and they'll take and like smush it down like it's a cigarette, because it just gets this like aroma that's it's just disgusting for like the next 15 minutes. And I got a couple of buddies that do that. And I'm always like, oh, hey, you can just kind of like let it sit there, let it go out. It's all good. And you won't get that smell. Oh, good idea. And the very next cigar, they're squishing it down.
Yeah.
So that's one for me that, and I've heard lounge owners like tell people, oh, hey, don't tamp it out, please. So that might even be a cigar lounge do and don't that a B&M, a lounge owner might even bring up. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about with that.
Yeah, I've
been, for sure.
I've definitely been there when they do that stuff. But I'm gonna be honest, it's more like the people that haven't really been smoking too long. Like when you go, they just want to like chill in a cigar lounge. You can tell they don't know how to smoke. They crush out like almost half of a cigar. So like that something is like they don't know what they're doing. And I mean, I see, in one way, like, okay, well, maybe he didn't know, but he should have been like aware. Like when I went to my first lounge, I looked at all the videos, all the etiquette stuff. Like I made sure that I don't want to be that idiot that looks like a noob, even though I was. I just didn't want to look like one.
It's funny you say that, because when I first started smoking, I didn't know there was B&Ms and lounges, and I did the same thing. I was like, man, I can't go in here looking like that guy. And so for like a week, I was watching any YouTube video I could find on cigar lounge etiquette. And that's one of the things they brought up. And what's funny is the one buddy of mine who tamps us out all the time, he's actually been smoking for like 30 plus years. I'm just like, okay.
How do you guys feel about the ashtrays they have for everyone there? I've always thought like it's an ashtray for everyone that's kind of sitting in the area. And like the one thing that gets to me when I go to lounges is there's always that one guy that'll grab the biggest ashtray available and then bring it right next to him. So people have to like actually get up and go look for a smaller one to put in front of them. I don't know. For me, that's just a thing. It's just like, did you need that by yourself? And he's in the corner. He could have just got one of the smaller ones and put it on the table next to him. While there's like 4 other guys that are in an area where they're kind of sharing a space, they could have used that one a little bit better.
Yeah, I've seen that before. There's always one. They take even the stand-up ashtray that's like on the side that kind of goes right beside the chair. They'll take the whole thing. It's like, that's in the middle of the room, dude.
Yeah.
I've been to one where they have a one of those stand-up ones next to each chair. Like each chair has 2 of them. This one dude took his and put it in the middle of him to put his ashes out. And I was like, man, dude, you could have just literally done this. Why did you put it? Now I had to go like, on the other side, and then I don't see the point. Like the ashtrays are sometimes positioned where they need to be, so that everyone has access to them. Unless you're sitting in a particular couch that it doesn't. Don't go looking for the biggest ashtray. Look for something small. Unless you're going to be with a group, like you know for a fact guys are going to come join you. Yes, that's okay. Get that ashtray, reserve it, because your buddies are going to come in and you're all going to use it. But not for yourself.
How about this one from JD, guys? I've seen it. It's true. I mean, JD, are we talking about like open-toed chunk bus? Like you got every little guy out, every little piggy's out, or just in general? How do you guys feel about that? Should you be wearing like sandals to a lounge? It's a lounge, but I don't think that's what they meant when they said come to the lounge.
Yeah, there's usually an outside area. If that's what you want to do, like maybe they're out of town, they didn't bring any extra shoes, but
So it's JD being picky. That's it.
No, it's not picky. I could definitely see why some people would be like, but
yeah, for sure.
I've noticed with every time I travel for work, I always find a lounge to go to for in the evening to work from, and I've seen all sorts of different types of people going to lounges. You got people that'll show up in swimming shorts and a tank top, right, and a pair of flip-flops that are falling apart. But then, and you got that all the way up to people that they're going home and changing into a nice 3-piece suit coming up. and bikers and everything in between. So for me personally, I don't care how somebody shows up, but there's a wide variety of people of how they want to, because some people look at going to a lounge as like, don't really know how to word it, but as like it's a thing. It's not just I'm going to go up and have a cigar. It's I'm going to get dressed up in my nice shirt, my nice jacket, go get myself a nice cigar, sit back, relax. It's more of a luxurious thing, I guess. You know what I mean?
But so I've seen that, and I've seen that. The thing I've come across is I've been to a really nice lounge. The CEO Baller Lounge is really clean. You see some really cool cats that kind of get dressed up and everything. And then I've been to a lounges out here where it's just literally in like the suburbs in a neighborhood kind of thing and really chill. Like, would it matter to you? Like, should they be getting dressed at all, or?
I think they could be dressed comfortably, and of course that's what you go to a lounge. You can either be dressed up nice or comfortable. It's just it goes back to the etiquette. You need to make sure like you're not there with that one fungus toe just dangling out there while you're trying to like talk to somebody who's smoking a cigar.
We do our best to try to avoid the mold and bloom on our cigars.
You're getting that funky cedar smell. You're like, you don't know if it's the cigar or the guy's toes next to you. Yeah. I understand that. Like I get that point. There's some. Also I've been to some where the guys are like in these shorts, and I mean I'm afraid I'm going to see a ball come out. It's just there's being too comfortable and being comfortable, but adequate comfortable. You know what I mean.
Got it.
And there are some lounges that do have that feel of like you kind of should be dressed up a little bit more, Like I've never been to one that has a dress code per se, but I've been to some where it's like, I'm going to sit up a little straighter in my chair. This is a really nice place. But I've been to some where it's like, man, like, do I need to rip my pants or something? Where am I? Like, so I think it probably just also comes down to what lounge you're going to and what the vibe is there.
I'd tell you, I have a pet peeve about some lounge owners. Like I'm a slow cigar shopper in the lounge. Like I like to kind of, especially if I've never been there before, I like to check out their humidor, take my time, really see what they have. And sometimes it's cool if they come up and say, "Do you need any help or anything?" It's like, "No, I'm good, thanks." But if they're like standing there going, "Oh, you got to try these, you got to try these," like after a while of that, it's kind of like, I don't know, it gets annoying. I don't know. Do you guys ever come across people like that? Lounge owner wise?
I mean, I've had it where the lounge manager, whoever's there on duty, is obviously sitting down smoking. And I tell him, "Hey, I'm just going to take a look real quick." And he goes, "Okay, no problem. I'll be here." And by be here, he means he's like 5 feet away, just waiting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Dude, I know you're with some people." I was like, "I'll wave you down if I need some help." He goes, No, it's okay." And he just stands there and just kind of is basically on my shoulder. That's the weird part for me.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. They're trying to be good customer service and everything, I guess. But sometimes it's kind of like, dude, this is going to take me a little while. You don't want to stand with me. Yeah. Like, I'm checking it out.
Yeah. I get that for sure. Cool.
And I hate to it's still in cigar lounge stuff, but one thing I wanted to mention was, and I don't use them, but the community cutters. So I was at this lounge a few months back, and I was sitting there and I was facing the counter, and I didn't realize they had one of those silver community cutters with like 4 slots in the handle. And this guy comes in, buys a cigar, and I saw him up there like licking the cap and everything. I wasn't thinking anything of it because some people do that. Next thing you know, I hear the guy working there yelling, "Ho, stop." And I'm like, "What?" And then that's when I realized he licked his cigar, put it in the cutter, chang chang. And so he was like, "Dude, you can't do that." He's out there then cleaning the thing and sanitizing it. And I was like, yeah, I'm never going to use a community cutter.
Yeah. Every time I go to any type of lounge or anywhere, I always carry my lighter with cutter or an extra cutter. I have like 3 in my truck just in case. I'm not going to use those community cutters. Hell no.
No,
I brought my cutter with me one time, and my cutter it's a Calibri. There's no lounge that's gonna have those just sitting around, and I had it right in front of me with my water bottle, and some dude came from across the room to grab it and use it, and I was just like, "Hey, buddy, you need some help?" He goes, "Oh, I'm just gonna use a cutter." I was like, "That's mine, dude." He goes, "Man, I'm so sorry," and I'm like looking at my table right in front of me, like right by my crotch. And I was like, "You literally came all the way over here." In front of him was like 4 other cutters. It's like this is what it is. I was like, I told him, use it real quick. I just need it back. Like, and then he cut it right in front of me and then took off. But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen cutters disappear too. That's happened a few times.
Oh yeah,
Bro, I was gonna say you actually let him use your cutter. I was like, damn, what a...
It was like my second time in a lounge, dude, and I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be so nice, but I was just like, I caught him on the spot, dude, because he was just gonna walk away with it, and I was just like, this is not good. Yeah,
Dude,
I agree.
only
I
have-
agree with Fred right there. Community cutters should be forbidden, and like they should just have a bunch of the cheap $1-2 ones. If you don't got one, hey, give me a buck.
Well-
Here's this cheapo.
Well, I know this is gonna be very hard to believe, but there's fucking guys that don't know how to cut a cigar. They cut like
say what?
a lot.
yeah.
And I'm just like, and that's why they're like, yeah, here they ask the tobacconist or the manager on duty to cut it for them. They feel safe. But for me, my number one pet peeve, and this is just like, I just have one pet peeve other than the cigar cutter, whatever, but I don't even mess with that, is people being fucking loud in the lounge, dude.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
yeah.
That's my number one pet peeve. It's like, damn, bro. I'm trying to relax here, have a cigar, or
Yeah.
Now, are you talking about like the guy that's not just loud, but is going to tell the joke and then look across the room at everybody to make sure that they make eye contact so they heard his joke and that they'll laugh at it? Like,
Oh man.
dude, I'm not. Leave me alone. Stop looking at me when you're like, no.
This is kind of a pet peeve. That's kind of just me being picky. But what about the guy who's eternally lighting his cigar? Like he never actually gets to it because he always starts it while he's in the middle of a story and he never finishes. So it's like, so then I sold the house. Oh, and then Peter bought it. Yeah, well, no, he didn't buy it. But it's like, dude, light your cigar. You know what I mean? Like, light your cigar, dude. Like, I'm seeing you from across the room. I mean, this is just me being picky, but I don't know. It's funny, like, sometimes just watching people in the cigar lounge.
Like,
Well, no, you guys go ahead and what we're in because I got one that's from Erica with watching people in cigars whenever we're done on
so
some of this.
so for me, like it's happened to me where if I'm in a lounge and there's like nobody around or like there's plenty of spaces, I don't mind sitting down and having a guy like 2 chairs down talking to me, whatever, right? But one time I had this dude that literally, an older gentleman who literally sat down right next to me, like almost elbow to elbow, and he started smoking this like one of the cheapest cigars I think he's ever had, or the cigar was just horrible. And he's trying to talk to me while he's doing that, and I'm like, bro, like I moved and he followed me, and I'm like, seriously, bro, like I get it, like I get the conversation. It was good once he kind of like we separated a little bit. The conversation was good, but like he started off like, I'm not gonna go try to sit right next to somebody when there's plenty of spaces available. And it was like in a circular area, like it's not like he couldn't just have sit across the table from me and been like, hey man, how's it going? It was like, hey man, how's it going?
Matt, you want to share that one with Erica?
Yeah, so
horrible.
I'll do that in a second. We got Ben wanting to come up and tell a quick story, and yeah, so let's get Ben's got something to add. Then I'll
Ben smoking, gentlemen. Ben smoking, ladies and
What's up,
gentlemen.
Ben.
Hey, what up, you guys? And I am kind of dressed down, so
Yeah, thanks for that.
No-
We love the crotch- we
No
love the
toes,
crotch
no
shot there, Ben.
toes, no toes.
Don't
No
show us your
toes.
chanclas, bro. No chanclas.
Mhm.
but we're always trying to build up our content, and I like to film humidors, especially like I go and talk to the staff, like they already know me, they know about my channel, they like to help get their name out there a little bit. So we pre-scheduled. My wife likes to help me take the pictures, and we were doing the humidor tour. Everything was really nice. Like, it was one of the lounges that me and Keith have gone to. Really great seating, the really nice ashtrays. Like, you could buy all those really nice ashtrays too with the humidor boxes over at this lounge. It's Monte Cristo Lounge, and we're maybe like 2/3 through the humidor. Like, it's a walk-in humidor with two big islands on the middle, and she starts getting woozy, and it was like, babe, I don't feel so good. Like, and normally she could handle a lot of the tobacco smoke. So we start wrapping it up and be like, okay, we'll come back and film the other portion later. And right in the middle of the lounge, there's this guy chain smoking cigarettes.
I have yet to see somebody smoke a cigarette in a lounge.
Cigarettes in the cigar lounge?
Yeah.
In the cigar lounge, like one of the nicest lounges we have here in San Diego. And somebody was okay with them. Like, go get something cheap. Like, that's got a lot of non-tobacco stuff in there. Like, they don't even let pipe smokers smoke in there. Like, come on, yo, that's not okay.
Bro, that's almost just as bad as someone doing curls in the squat rack. Who the fuck does that shit? Right?
Or
belong here.
Or showing up topless to a bottomless party. Harold and Kumar.
Man.
No, so yeah, that, one of the lounges that it's here in San Antonio, they literally have a sign that says no cigarette smoking. Like, it's because I'm assuming they've had that issue. People do that. You're right. It's not right. Like, the whole point of us getting into the cigar, our cigars, is to avoid that cigarette smoke, because it does have a lot of like bad shit.
Yeah.
And then you're there
maybe,
puffing away.
And maybe my biggest pet peeve about it was that lounge is known for having a cutting fee. $20 to bring in an outside stick. And I didn't see no cutting fee for that stupid cigarette because it's a filter.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, it's a gray area, but yeah, why would that fucking guy be smoking cigarettes in there? That's kind of lame.
Anyways, that was something that really irked me because, like, it's always been, we got to find our place to smoke, and then, like, they have so many places more to smoke than us, and they got to go ruin our spot. Crazy.
I agree.
Awesome.
I agree,
Thanks for sharing with us, Ben. We appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
Ben.
be in the chat. Thank you.
Go put some,
man.
go
Thanks,
put some
man.
pants on, bro.
Appreciate
Put
it,
some
man.
pants on.
That's awesome. Well, thank
All
you, Ben, for
right,
sharing with us. We appreciate you jumping on, man.
So last thing real quick. So I did not know this was a thing that you're not supposed to do. Also in the lounge, is that when you're smoking a cigar or you're about to smoke a cigar, you take out the cellophane. My dumbass would always put the cellophane in the ashtray. No, yeah, not supposed to. I didn't know that, and one of the lounge owners was like, that's like a big like no in the etiquette world of like, oh, I did not. I grabbed it. I'm like, oh, I threw it away in the trash. I'm like, nope. So like
ashtray.
I get it. It was. I understand. I mean, I get it. It's for the ash, but I've seen where people put like their trash in there. So like I was thinking I could do it too, right? But I just did it in front of the lounge owner, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're not supposed to do that." Okay, well, didn't know that. I won't do that again. Whoopsie.
Wow, Frank.
Shut up, Hugo.
Wow, Frank. That's a fire hazard, bro. Everybody knows that.
Right.
Well, actually, plastic really doesn't. But okay.
It's a chemical burn, dude. There's no excuse. You shouldn't have done that.
Gross.
Although, isn't cellophane organic? So I don't know.
Don't try to save him.
Yeah.
What about the weird lounge prices? Like, some $24 a year to join, like, you smoke as many as you want in there, and then some are super expensive. Do y'all have that around? Like some of the bigger ones or nicer ones are a lot more expensive, but I don't know. That's
Bro, where
Matt.
can I get a membership for $24 a year?
Exactly.
Sign me up
Dude,
right
dude.
now.
There's a place like 30 minutes away from here. It's nice too. It's a nice lounge.
How
Here,
crowded is that place though? For $24 a year.
but I'm sure they have more than one.
Oh, I don't know if they have more than one, but I mean, it's unless I misheard, maybe it was 24 a month.
That sounds more reasonable. 24 a month, yeah, because 24
Yeah.
a year is a little bit, bro.
So the
Yeah.
one here we have is called Club Humidor, and in order to get access to their lounge areas and stuff like that, to be a member and get discounts, it's $50 a year, which I don't think is bad. Like I and then they have like 4 different places that that membership goes along, so you can go, be any of those lounges, and of course they do have the more higher end VIP lounge that is like $100 a month, but just to use their lesser lounge area, $50 a year, that's not bad.
Dude, I'm about to go smoke at a Crunch Fitness and say, what? I pay the membership fees. What's going on here?
Let us know how that goes.
Crunch membership? Wow. Oh wait, you have Crunch over there where you live?
Yeah, man, Crunch is everywhere.
Oh, that's cool, man.
It's like
Oh, yeah.
it's the closest gym to me, and I realize that's what keeps me going is the distance.
What do you mean?
Like
'Cause it's
I would join other gyms, and because I didn't like fucking driving and traffic and all that, I just would be like, I'm not going today. This one's on my way home from work. I go a couple times a week. I stay for a while. I get it. I went earlier, but
Nice.
yeah.
How's everybody's cigar doing? Mine is doing great. Look at this construction. Oh,
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Doing pretty good.
So I
This
did
one,
want to. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was just gonna say I just took this out the humidor because I didn't have anything ready, so not bad for fresh out the humi.
It's doing good.
Yeah, same.
I just want to bring up a comment from someone I haven't seen in here before, Stella and PD Bulldog. So first of all, welcome to the show. I don't know if you're new to watching us, but we appreciate you being here. And they say, unfortunately, we don't have cigar lounges in Canada. I have to wait to visit Tampa to be able to experience this. Yeah. And I actually go up to Canada, Saskatoon and Regina, Saskatchewan, once a year. And when I was just up there, I didn't realize they didn't have lounges, nothing. So I just ended up having to smoke outside in the little smoker section with the smokers out in front of the hotel. I was like, what is happening? It was wild.
But they have B&Ms. They just don't have lounges in B&Ms.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Dude, they have an extra label on top of the label. Have y'all seen that?
Yeah.
Like they actually have a generic label on top of the label that they pull off to reveal the label. If you like, yeah.
But you can get Cubans in Canada.
Yeah, but the price you'll pay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like, I think somebody was saying, a guy did a video. I forget who it was, because he was up in Canada, somewhere, Toronto or something, and whatever it was like some no-name Cuban thing. Didn't even have a band under the band, sort of a deal, and it was $25, I think. And anything else like a Monty 2 and all that was like $200, something like that for one. Bahique was,
oh yeah,
what do you say, $400 or $500, something like that.
What?
I was like, nah. So I didn't even, when I went up to Canada, you can take up to, I think it's 50. And so I just grabbed a bunch, filled my travel humidors and rolled up. So yeah. Hey, I did want to get to what Erica had said. So she was at the lounge the other day with a friend of hers, and she looked over, and this dude's cigar, like he should have touched this thing up like hours ago, right? She said it just looked like a canoe. And she said as she's looking over, she just wanted to say like, hey man, touch up your cigar, please. And every time she looked over, it just kept getting worse and worse. And he just kept smoking away. And she was like, I can't even look at this. So that was Erica's thing. She's like, just touch up your cigar, please.
But it goes back. So do you say something about that, or do you just let it be because it's how
Do
they
not
smoke?
say anything about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't care how somebody smokes.
Yeah.
At the same time, I do kind of wonder, the guy just might not know that, hey, when your cigar is starting to get a little wonky, you can touch it up. But then it's like if you say something, he could be all offended or then embarrassed or something. So I don't say anything.
Gotcha. So we were talking about all the etiquette stuff, right? And it kind of leads into the next subject that I want to touch on, the do's and don'ts of smoking. I can start it off if you guys don't mind. You guys all good with that?
Go ahead,
Um,
DC.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate you putting
You're
your
the
mouth
host,
all
bro.
over your mic. Yeah.
You're the
Anyways.
host, bro.
Oh, God, don't do that again. So do's and don'ts for me. When you get invited to a cigar lounge, do show up on time. I'm saying it for myself because I did that and I felt so bad. Somebody goes out of their way to invite you over, show up on time, make it a good time. Don't show up empty-handed. For me, that's a big thing. I'm sure a lot of you guys do that too. When you come over to somebody's house, like you bring something with you, I would definitely probably do the right thing and maybe show up with a couple sticks to share with the people that you're there. So I would say don't show up empty-handed if you're coming over to visit. You know what I mean?
Always.
Yeah. Who wants to go, Frank?
Yeah, especially if you're that the smoker, the cigar smoker of the group, and these guys also smoke cigars. Bring some good sticks. I get they might not fully smoke them, but at least don't bring like the generic like factory smokes and shit because it's good and all, but you want your boys to try something good every now and then.
But
Hell no. I'm giving my boys fucking community fucking. Fuck you guys.
No. The community, community, yes. Don't give them like the freaking $1 sticks or like the.
But who are you talking about?
Gabriel gets factory smokes all the time we meet up, bro, and he loves them. So.
Well, that's Gabriel. That's Gabriel. But no, I've gone to like there's one of my wife's best friends, her husband smokes cigars here and there, and I've gone and I've taken him like the whole bronze back little pack and stuff like the little 10-pack, and he loves them. But when he was there, like he was only like smoking the was the chillin moose or the whatever they're called, the I forget what the brand is.
But your buddy's a cigar smoker.
Well,
he knows brands or
no, he doesn't know brands.
Okay, so was this your first time smoking with him too, or?
No, I had already smoked. Like I said, the last times I've gone with him, he was only smoking like those chillin moose and the.
Okay, but you were trying to introduce him to something better, though.
Yes.
Okay, so I agree with you there. Yeah, you want to bring him something better. Cool.
I've had it. Sorry, go ahead.
I've had it where I've gone and hung out with people who are smokers, and again, I'm still new to it too. But hanging around with you guys, I know what's what, right?
Yeah.
I've been around people that will expect you to bring the cigars as well. And I've told you guys a story about that. So I'll bring some cigars and then I kind of caught the vibe. I was like, okay, so it's just going to be, I'm expected to bring the smokes every time. So what I do is I bring some good ones for me and mediocre ones for them because, I'm not going to do that anymore. Or I'm going to say, hey, don't forget your smokes because I gave you a huge pack. Like I'm not going to, I agree with you and I don't, you know what I mean? It's a little different.
I get you.
Randall?
Frank, so next time you come, I'm expecting Arabe Blacks.
Yeah.
Opus, Carlos Aniversario.
All right, Javi. I get you, Javi.
You said
I haven't even tried Arabe Black, so stop it.
Well, I got two. One goes back to what Hugo said about being loud. Like if someone's like watching something on their phone, full volume, speakerphone, and they're like, and there's no one talking to them, they're just sitting there. I don't know. That gets on my nerves a little bit. But another thing is if you go to a lounge and they're kind of like running an event with a certain brand kind of set up in the lobby, you know, trying to sell their cigars, even if I'm going for other smokes or something else, I'll probably still buy one of theirs and let them do their spiel about it. Just because I'm there on like an event day, even if it's an accident that I get there on an event day. But you know what I'm talking about? Like sometimes they'll set somebody up in the lobby, be like, hey, check out this new selection we're gonna have, and they'll have a rep or something. I'll tend to probably buy one or two of theirs just to try them out too.
Always, I do. For sure.
That's a good one. Before we go, move to Matt real quick on your do's and don'ts. The folks in the that are watching us, please post up your do's and don'ts. We want to get your comments up here and then reply to them, and then always talk about your stuff too, because we're grateful you guys are here.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Matt.
what's up?
Do's and don'ts. So I want to say, first of all, here in Minnesota, you can't actually bring your own cigars and smoke them in a lounge. We have the no smoking indoors rule, but here the way lounges get through that is you're allowed to sample. So you can come in, purchase cigars, and sample those cigars while you're at the lounge. You technically aren't supposed to bring your own cigars in to smoke them because that's not sampling. Now, with that said, like I do, but what I do is one thing I don't like is like at a lounge at the B&M, they're paying for, because I'll go up there once or twice a week. They're paying for the cable, the internet, all the stuff to allow you, the chocolates that they got sitting out if yours has those, all the stuff, and they got to pay for all that. So like, a don't for me, I would say, is don't go to a B&M and just sit down and use all their services and not purchase a product. Like if I'm going to go there and smoke my own cigar, I'm still going to buy a couple.
Yeah.
I'm still going to spend my money. If I'm going to smoke 2 cigars while I'm there, I'm going to buy at least 2 cigars from them.
Yeah.
And so it's I talked to the lounge owner, the one I go to quite often. Just the other day we were talking about this, and I said, do people really often come in like with their own cigars and just try to hang out and use all your stuff? He's like, unfortunately, it does happen fairly often, which is kind of frustrating because I'm paying for all this, So that's what I'd say. Always just be sure to, if you're going to hang out and use their services, buy something.
But that's why now a lot of these lounges are charging that cutting fee.
Yeah. You bring your own cigar, you're going to pay $10, $20, whatever it might be. Yeah.
BYOC.
Yep.
I mean, it's just common courtesy, right? You're going to a cigar lounge, go buy a cigar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna take your own fucking laptop and watch a movie at the movies? No, you're gonna pay for the fucking movie, right?
Well, if you're gonna record the movie and sell it on the flea market, then that's probably what you're gonna do.
That's a different story.
That's a whole different story.
That's
and
called
the other thing is
being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like, when you're in the humidor looking for your cigars, like, a lot of lounge owners don't like it, and I find it kind of cringy when I don't have an extra one to show it, people will take the cigar and just put it all up in their nose.
Dude, there's a comment from Cigar Head TV that says that exact thing.
Yeah.
Let's bring it up.
Yeah, right there.
Fred says, had to tell a guy to please stop picking up cigars and sniffing them and putting them back. He put the cigars literally. Yeah, exactly, Fred. Like, you see, it's like, dude, come on. And a buddy of mine was doing that. He was new to cigars, but he's not watching this, so I can say this. But like, he was picking up the ones in cello, and he was like, smelling. I'm like, dude, you like. First of all, don't do that. Second of all, you're not going to smell anything through a cello as it is. Like,
unless it's an Amazon Basin Extra Añejo.
There you go.
That motherfucker, you can smell it from a mile away.
Is that the one you guys says actually smells bad, but then smokes really well and has got a great amount of flavor?
Well, for me, it smelled like manure. Like,
yeah, it's got a funky smell. It smells like Dookie. Yeah, and
that's how you know it's good.
Yeah. I love I've only smoked one, and I smoked one regular Amazon, and Extra Añejo is just so good. I can't wait till those drop because it's definitely a box.
Those are freaking fire, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly,
There you go,
hobby.
hobby.
Support your,
100% hobby.
you know,
Yep.
if you're going to go there and use their services, whatever it might be, like buy cigars from them.
Yeah.
And so Fred carries on with this. He picked up a Davidoff Royale and put it in his nostrils, and I told him he has to buy this shit now.
Fred, was that
LOL.
Fred? I'm curious. Was that somebody you knew, or is this just a rando that was next to you? I mean, hats off to you, bro, for freaking telling the guy if he was a stranger.
Seriously.
But if it was your homie, man, I probably wouldn't take him again.
Dude, it was a distraction technique. He picked up that cigar and then changed the tag with a factory smoke.
Right.
Hey, just real quick, Cigar Carpenter Mike has a pet peeve that I think all of us will agree to, except DC. Said when
Okay.
when DC is late for this stream.
You son of a bitch.
That's a good one.
Oh my god.
Hey, he's been on time twice already. Out of the 5, it's twice.
Twice?
Yeah,
I'll
twice.
take it. Whatever, twice. That's fine. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that, buddy. You're a great guy. Hugo, your do's and don'ts, sir.
My do's and don'ts. That Fred took mine. That don't fucking sniff the cigars in the humidor. And do's. Do keep your comments to yourself, because sometimes. Now, like Frank was saying, like there's. I've been to a lot of cigar lounges where, like, there's a lot of little things that tick me, and then I'm just like, probably gonna start a fight if I say something, so I'll just
do it.
My comment, unless somebody asks me for my opinion, then they're gonna get it.
So what I do? Sorry, one thing that I do whenever I go to like a lounge, if I know I rarely go to lounges now. I now that we have the house, whatever, I enjoy being out here more. But when I go to a lounge though, I tend to take like a small bottle and a couple of the plastic cups, just in case someone wants. I always do that, at least that, because I know I'm going to be drinking a little bit, like a sip of whatever, and I'll put the bottle there for someone to try. And I've been to several lounges where people bring a whole bunch of bottles, and we're just like, by the time I leave, I know I'm already like buzzing. But that's one of my do's. Like, I always try to make sure when I go to lounges, I take something, like if I'm gonna drink, even if I drink a beer, I'll still take a little mini bottle of whatever, right? Not the full, like 1.75 ounces of whatever, but like maybe like a 750, or maybe a little smaller little bottle, just so that people can try it. That's one of my things to do.
Yeah.
Yes, Gabriel. This is pre-recorded. I don't know how we're kind of doing this live with the chat. This is pre-recorded because Randall's on vacation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how's everybody's Monday going?
Hey, by the way, nobody answered the favorite rapper question. I don't see any favorite rappers in the chat.
Yeah. We got a few people watching, man. Let us know what your favorite rapper is. You can tell us why too.
Let us exactly favorite rapper, and why do you like that rapper? For me, it's the Cameroon and then Broadleaf.
Nobody asked you. We're gonna wait.
You want to know why?
Not yet. You can tell us later. I saw a question come up from Ben, which I did like, because I think Hugo has touched this subject before too. If you guys want to bring it up.
This year?
I don't know. I can read it out. When the homie you gave a good cigar leaves 90% behind, do you give them another chance? Hugo's face. Go for it, buddy. Hit it.
So, those are the smokers that I have the fucking community
box for, right?
Box for, bro. Because all the time, bro, I got somebody that I smoke with frequently, and I already know. He asked for a cigar, and then he relights it like 10 times, and then he ends up not smoking it, and I'm just like, all right, bro, whatever. Fucking kill this $3 cigar that DC sent me.
All the difference.
Somebody getting a phone call. Sounds like there's a vibration going on.
I think that's Matt. Matt, do you have a? Is that your phone?
No, that's Frank because Frank
I think-
uses his
Oh, is it Frank?
phone.
I think it might be my phone.
Yeah, it's a
There's this
tabletop
thing
mic.
called there's this thing called D&D, Do Not Disturb. It works pretty good when it doesn't ring and
I'm
everything.
sure it does, bro.
Here's a carpenter's workaround to Ben's situation. Nah, Ben, I only give them cigars that cost under 15.
Oh,
I would probably remove that one.
yeah.
That would mean, I've done that. I did that the last time I went with a buddy. I made sure I brought the cheaper price cigars, decent smoke on them, but I'm definitely not going to waste that on people like that, man. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Here's one for you guys. Have you guys had somebody do the whole dipping thing?
Oh no.
Then God, and this kind of leads into where Hugo was saying keep your comments to yourself. But bro, when they're right in front of you and they're literally going, like, why? Can somebody explain that to me? Yeah, I know, like Schwarzenegger did it or something like that, right? And I've
What you
actually
do,
seen
you
it in
put-
person.
You put the cigar in the tequila, then they wrap it, and they. Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. I'm
That's a
not about
pretty
to do
good
that shit.
impression, actually.
That
That's
was
pretty good.
Yeah, it was. It was really good.
Yeah, no,
That's too good.
Nah, you don't do that. I mean, well,
Dip
hey,
it in salt.
privacy of your own home. Do whatever the hell you want to do. What am I? Are we? What are we on? Do's and don'ts or pet peeves, or we're just
It's a
mismatching?
little bit of everything. Yeah.
So for me, I do a lot of Instagram, and I'm always posting, and I try my hardest to post, good cigars. Well, not good cigars, good pictures, or at least decent pictures. A pet peeve for me is when they freaking take a picture of them holding a cigar, and they got like 8 years of crust under their nails, and they're just like that, and I'm like, bro, yeah, why, like why? Or I get it, you're a mechanic, I get it, but set up a way to put up a picture differently where you're not putting your dirty ass, crusty fingernail ass hands in the camera view. Fucking that's one. I don't know why. Or when they take a picture of them or the cigar, and the top of it is like they've been chewing, and like all that saliva still dripping from the fucking top of the cigar, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm smoking a cigar," and I'm like, "Bro, like I don't need to see the glistening of your damn saliva on Instagram."
So
Again, my opinion. I'm sorry if y'all do that. If I offended anybody, I'm not really that sorry, but whatever. But that's just me. Like, Jesus Christ.
So it's not just you, because Erica, when I was talking to her, she was like, "Hey, you don't have to mention this one, but I will since you mentioned it." She said the same thing with cigar pictures and like just dirty ass nails and stuff like that. Drives her crazy.
Dude, I'm gonna say it, gentlemen, guys. It's okay to get a goddamn manicure,
dude.
Or get some clippers.
Yes,
dude. Have them handy. It's not a bad thing. There's a little knife that they get in there. You can dig it up and clean it out real quick. It's not a bad thing, guys.
Even if you have a little nail, like a little bit of nail, right? But keep them fucking clean, man. It's just like I haven't cut my nails in a while, so I have a little bit of a nail, but for the most part, they're clean. Like I don't fucking.
Dude, you just avoid manual labor for enough time, it all works itself out.
I might tease, so the worst I have is my fingers.
Do any of you guys do manual labor, actually?
A little bit.
Like for work? No, right?
A little bit.
Not to, but I do sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you consider manual labor?
Like my brother-in-law Gabriel, he's like, he works as a construction worker, right? He's out there getting dirty, wait, Google's gonna say something I can see in his face.
That fool does,
Totally.
that fool does not do fucking manual labor, dude. What are you talking about, bro?
Gabriel, I tried.
So many times.
Gabriel, I tried, bro. Gabriel, I tried.
What are you talking about, dude? Like, what the fuck? I'm just like over here, like
what a manual labor is, construction workers, something like that, yo. Like not you guys on the back on a computer and everything, bro. I'm just saying, like, damn, you're hard. Bro.
The fucking guy has like 3 computers in his fucking trailer. He's a fucking superintendent assistant or some shit like that. You don't do no manual labor, dog.
Bro, I tried.
man.
I tried. Man.
Dude, the more screens you have, the less you have to move from your desk because you have to
Yeah.
monitor everything. You're like,
Yeah,
oh shit.
yeah. I have 4 screens, and like I'm literally like, and there's times when like I fall asleep. I'm like, this is actually peaceful. No, but yeah, that is one thing. Like, just freaking cut your nails, and just, I know. I bet you now I'm gonna get tagged on a bunch of pictures of people with the crusty nails, but
There's a lot out there, bro.
trust me.
Dirty nails. It's fingers that are all just beat up on the skin, and it's all out there, man.
Or-
It's
There's a couple people that I follow that literally will take a picture of their cigar while their whole house is like, a mess. There's like shit ton of like garbage everywhere, and I'm like, bro, why? Like,
I mean, if it's very visible, yeah, but I mean,
no, visible,
if
like
it's
straight
you,
out visible.
okay,
No, like
you're just being nosy.
no, like this, it's visible. Like I will send you some of the pics of the people that I'm like, I get
Don't
it,
send
man.
me
Like,
them. Don't send me
I'm
them.
gonna send you now for sure.
You're right though, Frank. You and Erica are now going to be tagged in all the like hand picks. And I'm gonna get.
Is this why you see Carpenter's message? He says, "My hands are all jacked up. My bad. I can't help it." This is probably why he doesn't post too many hand pictures, right?
But
Can
yeah,
see
it's
that
true though,
now.
Matt. But he doesn't post a lot of pictures. I mean, like when he does his videos, yeah. But
That's why.
but mics that has are. I mean, yeah, they're jacked up, whatever. But they're not like super dirty or like whatever. They're cracked because of work and whatever. You're outside labor. Fine, I get that.
You're talking about bad hygiene. That's what you're
Yes,
talking about.
there you go. More
True.
so the bad hygiene. There you go.
Yeah.
Bad hygiene.
Yeah.
Have you ever been publicly scalded for smoking a cigar? I smoked a Churchill right in front of a Harris Teeter one time. I don't know why I had to be there for 2.5 hours, but this old lady scalded me for it, and I was just like, "Oh, sorry."
It'd be funny if the old lady was like, "What kind of bullshit are you smoking, Randall?" Like judging you on your cigar.
Yeah.
It's dab it off for nothing, sir.
Yeah.
I'd be more impressed about that she would know about it than like the fact she knew my name. Be like, what?
I watch your show. And I don't know why she has a deep voice. Why that you watch your show? So we do got some people throwing up some favorite
Thanks,
rapper. I'll
Yeah,
throw
let's go
some
for
of those up. Hobbies is MC Hammer. That's a
Got
good
it,
one.
Nice.
Got it.
We got Ben. His favorite rapper is Corojo, Aladino Corojo rapper to be exact.
Why, Ben?
Fair. Gabriel,
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. That's fair. We got something else from Javi here. I want to get up. Let's see. If you are taking a new smoker friend to the lounge, give them a quick rundown of etiquette. It helps you and them. Yeah. That's a good. That's a good call.
That's you as your duty as a friend introducing them to the lounge. You definitely have that duty to do that. Anything else after that, it probably falls on you.
I will say that's one thing.
I was reading the comments. Sorry.
We got JD. His favorite is Cameroon.
That's right, JD.
Our boy Sosa. Sumatra was my first love. Little spice, earthiness, subtle sweetness. Since then, I've fallen in love with the Connecticut broadleaf. Okay.
There you go.
Mexican San Andreas, and I also tend to choose Sumatra Oscuro. I can't say that word.
Oscuro. Oscuro.
Words are hard for me, guys. Oh, yeah. Hang on. We got one for, I think this is for towards DC. My pet peeve is when I'm watching a live and I keep hearing the host's phone vibrate. Oh,
That
that's
ain't
for
me,
Frank.
bro. That ain't me. That's good.
Let me see if we got any other rappers. I think that's about it.
Who was, I think Javi said, you gotta give your buddy the rundown before they come into our lounge, right? So that kind of leads into the next question of things you wish you knew when you got started, right? Is there anything that you guys can think of that you wish you knew when you got started that you kind of regret after a little while? Damn, like I did that. That was bad.
How expensive this fucking hobby is?
So for me, when I started getting back into cigars and really getting into the cigars, I watched so many videos before going to the B&M the first time, and so many videos on everything. Cigars 101, how to cut it, how to light it, and all that good stuff. So I don't really have anything as far as what I wish I knew, because when I started deep diving into it, which was only about a month into it, I ended up just watching all the videos on everything, and kind of got the rundown kind of right away, sort of, Now, as far as the cigars I was smoking, that didn't really develop until I kind of got into the cigar community, because I was kind of out there on my own. And, when I'd go to the B&M, they were just trying to push certain cigars, I think, because they wanted to move them off the shelf kind of deal. But luckily I knew about cigar lounge etiquette before I even went to one, because I was just so nervous to be that guy doing something.
So prior to smoking, my brother-in-law, like, he was the one that got me into it. He had me watch all these introductory videos of how the cigar is wrapped and rolled, and the different types, the ligeros and all this. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I didn't watch any of them. The first cigar I had, I threw up, which was a Davidoff. I was like, dude, I'm not going to have a cigar anymore. And after that, I just slowly started picking up. Then I rewatched the videos he told me to watch. And I'm like, I get it now. So definitely the biggest thing that I tell people that are starting, watch these videos, because they're going to help you. And if you start feeling that little queasiness, there's a video on how to fix that. And different things, like depending on like the strength of the wrapper, eat something. That's another thing. You got to eat something. You can't really smoke these heavier cigars on an empty stomach. Or if you are going to do an empty stomach, do a Connecticut, do something lighter. There's a lot of stuff that I wish I knew at first. I'd avoided it like a couple of times getting sick.
Dude,
Makes sense.
how good is coffee in cigars?
Oh yeah,
It's great.
yes.
Like, I wish I knew that combination, but I used to be like a later in the day smoker only. But I really like the morning time with a cup of coffee.
Hey, Sanj is on.
What's up,
Shout
pinche
out to
puto?
Sanj. Welcome to the show.
Caraculo.
I put a question out there for Sanj too, since he is a brand owner and a lounge owner. Yeah, I asked him, what are some things he wish his customers would do when they come to the lounge, or hopefully he'll reply to it. We'll see if he's still on, but I know he'll pop in and out. But maybe his son Hugo can text him and say, "Papi." So,
Here's Javi's. Wish you knew. Wish you knew not to start with Gurkhas. It's fair.
Oh man.
Actually, that's a good thing to start with Gurkhas, because then you get them out of the way, and then you smoke the good stuff. Not like DC started with the good stuff. Now he has Gurkhas. I don't know.
Hey, Gurkhas are almost gone. Guys. I got a few more out.
Now we all got them.
No, dude. A couple guys have actually started following me on my Instagram, which is kind of cool, and have been asking me questions. I do my best to answer it, and then I recommend them to you guys who watch your videos too. But they were asking for a couple recommendations on smoke. So I did kind of what Hugo did, what you guys did for me in the beginning, is I gave them not so great, okay, and then a pretty good one, so that they can have their range, and then so they kind of know. And I'm telling them, like, by my experience, this is what I've liked so far. Yeah. Not that I hate that cigar anymore, but like what Matt did for me. Like, I don't smoke these ones anymore because my palate has changed. I'm doing something else. So that's what I did. I'm giving them a couple smokes that I think that they can learn from as well too. So, yeah. I don't think I have a thing I wish I knew ahead of time, because honestly, like, you guys have been really good and helped me out with this stuff. And you guys all know Hugo's an ass, and he'll definitely say, "Bro, don't do that." He just yells at you. So it's not how hard it is.
Yells at you, bro.
Yeah, and it's
that's good though.
And he's like this yelling at me. It's like, "Stop it!" And I was like, "Holy shit!" So
okay,
it's different.
I've seen pictures with you and everyone. You're not that much taller than Hugo, bro.
I am, but that's okay.
Of course,
Man.
Ben wished he knew about online cigar shopping when he first started, which makes sense. You can get a lot of good deals online.
True.
That's how I started. I didn't start at B&M's. I started like online.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I bought cigars here and there at B&M's, but like what I got getting into it with you guys, like I knew like, okay, online is where to go. And that's where I fell into the Gurkhas. And that's how I earned my title. So
They
yeah.
Sanj
Is Hugo playing peekaboo with somebody online? What's going on?
What?
Maybe.
I don't
What
know.
are you doing? Are you playing peekaboo?
Yeah. I wish I knew cigars.
I'm running a science experiment, bro.
So Sosa says that he wish he knew that most cigar smokers tend to enjoy more mild to medium body cigars. Take recommendations from strangers with a grain of salt. Expensive doesn't mean it'll be good. Learn what you like. That's a good one.
Well, yeah, that's another thing that I wish I knew too is cigar smoking is subjective. So if you watch these review videos, also take them with a grain of salt. I mean, watch them because you could pick up some of the flavor notes, but for the most part, it's until you smoke them. And like I might not like something that you will.
It's true. Dude, I got a funny comment. It was a hate comment on one of my videos recently, but it actually made me laugh because it was so stupid. This dude says, I don't like this at all, anything. And then he comments under his comment and says something like, I like cigars. I don't like this. Like whatever I was doing. And I was just like, oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, it was just funny. It was so stupid. It was funny.
Should have tagged them on your next video.
I should tell him. By the way, we go live every Wednesday, 8:30 Central.
Don't send them here.
No. I wouldn't. I doubt he's even close to my channel anymore. He obviously hated it. I'm just like, okay, dude, whatever.
That is the same thing with cigar reviews. Like I'll watch all sorts of them all the time, and it's like somebody might have a different palate than you. And it's like, I agree with JD. So JD said, kind of same as Sosa said, smoke everything. Try darker wrappers and don't be a pussy. The whole Connecticut cigars to begin with is BS. I've heard a couple guys say, oh yeah, if you're new, just smoke Connecticut's for the first couple of years. And I'm like, first couple, what are you talking about?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
When I started smoking, I would get the whole gambit. Like, hey, what do I like? I agree with JD on that.
Here we go. Base for the first couple of years for sure. No problem.
Right? Yeah.
Now, if the Connecticut's an Atabase, yeah, do the Atabase for sure.
That's right.
I mean, Atabase aren't bad, but it's definitely not a beginner smoke because you're setting yourself up to fail real quick, man.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're saying the
a little more bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not to say start bold either, but get somewhere. Find somebody that you trust. Obviously, let them lead you in that direction of, hey, try this out. It's not light. It's not bold. It's kind of in the middle. Learn how to smoke it. Also is another one, right?
Yeah.
And then now the Connecticut's. I kind of learned the Connecticut's a little bit after.
Yeah.
And I found out I enjoy them. Not all of them, but I do enjoy them in the morning with the coffee, and that's pretty damn good.
So Sanj commented on, Cigar Lounge at whatever question was asked about his rules, Cigar Lounge stuff. He said, my shop, my rules. You don't like it, stay the fuck out. It's that simple.
True.
After that, he says he works too hard to kiss ass, which is fair, valid.
Yeah, and my favorite comment is Hugo is the science experiment, but that's a different.
Okay, here's a as far as like starting out with cigars, just kind of a follow up from Mike here. I find myself enjoying more shade cigars now than I did at the start, probably because I can now taste what makes the good ones good. That's a really good point. Really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess the ultimate question in the beginning when you start is, do you like it at all? Like, is it something you overall enjoy, whether you taste anything or just taste tobacco? Do you like it? And then explore from there. You know what I mean?
And your palate's going to change. And that's speaking from experience, as mine just has over the past couple of months. There's cigars that I liked that I don't like now. There's cigars that I'm smoking that I'm enjoying that I didn't really care for before. And some of the flavor notes and the subtle nuances of it all, I'm actually picking more of that up. So your palate will also develop as it goes, which is kind of what Mike's saying as well.
Now,
Very
like
cool.
for me, like I started off with nothing but Connecticut's. Like I would go to any shop, just pick up Connecticut's, and then like someone handed me a Oliva Serie V Milanio, and I was like, holy crap, this cigar is awesome. And then like that started me on my level now where I enjoy more of the Maduros and away from Connecticut's. But it's like Mike was saying. Now I go back to the Connecticut, and I'm like, okay, I get it now. Like they are good. Like they have their place now because you now are aware of all these different notes. I totally get it.
But did you like the Terra Blanche?
No, I don't know
It's a
why. Like
badass cigar, bro. It's
well,
a fucking good cigar.
For me, I just didn't like it, bro. Like there's cigars that I like that you don't, and it's just for me that one. I don't know. It could have been a number of things, man. I had a weird flavor or something. But I mean, I'm not the only one. I know like we call it cigar collective. Peter, he didn't like it either. But I know like Cigar Hound Dog, you and all these people they love the Terra Blanche. I didn't see it that good for the price point.
Yeah, I think
Fair.
I think it's a little bit overpriced, but it was pleasant for me. Wait, did I release that video yet? I don't remember.
Ooh,
Well, now you
give away
spoiled
the
it.
ending.
Yeah. Way to spoil it.
Spoiler alert.
Later, Sanj.
Good night, guys. God bless. Hugo, I got your pepper work done so you can stay in 2025.
Thank you. Thank you, Kimosabi. Thank you.
He'll pull that paperwork quick, though.
Hey, did y'all watch the show today? Is he coming out with the SP India? Or like
Next year.
Next year, but it's coming out, right? I mean,
Next year.
That's badass.
Next year.
When?
Next year.
Okay.
I get it, bro. We're like what, a month and a half away from next year.
Yeah, next year.
Where are you guys at on your cigar? We haven't checked in.
Dude, read between the lines, man. Read between the lines. Here we go.
Let me see those nails, guys.
Halfways.
All right, we're
Oh
good.
man, my nails are.
I'm purposely making sure I smoke at a normal pace because for whatever reason, when I'm on a live, it's like I'm chained, like I'm like Roger. So this one's actually lasting me for the live.
Yeah, we're
What
about an
size was
hour
that?
into.
What size
Yeah.
was that, Matt?
Do what?
What
What size was that Olmec?
I think it was a 6x50 or 52 box press.
So you
Oh,
still
okay,
really know.
cool. Little
So you
Toro
still-
or whatever.
Yeah, Toro. They usually last the whole show.
Which is also why it's lasting a little bit longer because I've been grabbing Robustos to then be able to get the pipe. But
Did we go around? I know Hugo told us his favorite is. Say what yours were.
I don't really have a favorite wrapper, to be honest. It's just kind of, like in the evenings when I'm wanting that evening cigar, I just kind of look through the humidors and whatever's jumping out at me.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like I'm still in that whole smoke everything process. So like, I can't say there's one in particular that's my go-to.
Yeah. I tend to go more towards Mexican San Andreas and Cameroon.
Yeah,
But I still
I'm
smoke
on the same
everything,
boat.
too.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have a favorite yet. I would probably say, but everything.
Well, it's like beer, right? Like you'll go on like an IPA kick, then you'll jump to Hefeweizen, and then you'll jump to stout or something eventually. It's like
Exactly. I can go for a stout right now. Anyways,
stout would be good.
So for whenever Hugo's birthday is, we'll do a birthday episode.
we roast him.
Mom just wants to come on and make fun of Hugo there.
Oh man.
Definitely, we need to get Sanj on here for sure.
Yeah. Gonna be bad.
Wait, so did everybody say their favorite rapper?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello.
we just talked about that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Where are you, bro?
Right here.
You're not watching the Dodgers. You're not watching the Dodgers anymore. They won.
He's watching the replay.
From the 5th inning on.
He's watching Game 1 where Freeman hits that walk off home run.
It's a grand slam. Yeah.
That was a grand slam, right? That's right.
That's pretty good. So, last subject, which was the one I kind of skipped over for a reason, was the dry bagger stories. We all know a dry bagger. We've experienced the dry bagger. We might have been the dry bagger without even realizing it till like later on. We're like, holy crap, I did that.
Yeah.
So,
so like for me, I know that like whenever I would see people post on Instagram, or I would say, hey, that's a cool cigar. I can't wait to try it, or whatever. And I didn't realize that comes off sometimes as like I'm asking for a cigar, which I'm not. Like I will go buy it. Like I will literally, if I see it or people on the reviews, I'm like, oh shit, I go, it seems like a good cigar. I can't wait to try it. I've gone to go buy it. I do not ask for anything. Like you guys know, whenever I've sent bombs and stuff, I don't ever ask anything back. I'm not trying to, but I do see where some of the comments do come off as like can come off like you're dry bagging, and that's just one thing that it's a little tough, posting because you see a cigar, you're like, hey man, good, cool cigar, whatever. But if you say, hey, I can't wait to try it, you're gonna be like, well, maybe they want me to send them one. No, I don't. It's a cool cigar. That's it. I can't wait to try one. I'm gonna go buy one. But yeah, but there have been like people that are like, hey man, you smoke you smoke good cigars. Is there anything you can send me? And I'm like, no, you know what, bro? Like, I'll block them and I'll unfollow or whatever it is, and the one thing that like I'm okay with is if they ask me for like the sticker. Okay, fine, a sticker. It's not a cigar. It's not whatever, but cigars, nah, man.
So that's what I was talking with Ben earlier, just sending him the link to get on here and everything, and he was like, man, I think I might have like accidentally dry bagged sometimes, but not really, kind of like what you're saying, Frank, like oh man, I got to go find that cigar. Oh, I'm gonna have to eventually get that cigar, but not meaning like, hey, send it to me.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big difference. I look at that as being completely different when somebody's just like when Frank or me or anybody's like, oh man, that sounds great. I'm gonna have to go try that sometime. It's just conversating and all that. But the people that hit you up, in the DMs on the side, like, oh hey, are you can you send me some of those? It's like, what? No, I just spent my money on. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's like somebody showing up to your house like, oh hey, what's up? Oh hey, come on in. And the next thing you know, they're making a ham sandwich and taking a shower. It's like, no, dude. You got to go.
Matt, don't invite me to your house ever. You're gonna throw me out.
He's gonna take off his shoes and be there with his toes just wiggling.
Hell yeah.
On your couch. On your couch.
Go to show before I'm there. If you had the hat on, my wife would be like, well, you must know Matt. He has the same hat, I guess.
I guess you're okay.
Hey, this guy Hugo's here. That's cool. It's fine.
That's too funny. You know what? I can honestly say I think I've done it, but not doing it to the point where like, hey, I really want you to send me some cigars. We've been in chats and we're like, oh man, yeah, this one's okay. I kind of regret buying that 10-pack. And I was like, shit, if you don't want them, send them my way. Winky face. Like,
yeah, that's also dry bagging, dude.
That is dry bagging. But like, it is definitely dry bagging. And I'll raise my hand and say I did it, bro. Like, but like it was never like, hey, I don't ever push on a subject. And we've been in it and we've seen it on Instagram where we're in chats and people are doing it. It's like, man, if you got a couple other, I want to try it too. Like, I want to check it out. And I've seen other people answer to it, which I think is awesome. And they're like, yeah, dude, you live over here. I see that B&M has it. Like somebody actually responds to somebody like, you can actually walk over there if you want to. I think it's pretty cool when people actually respond to the dry baggers. It's not a bad move because it'll stop those people. It's like, I think that's probably the best way. Where do you live, dude? I'll tell you where to go.
Yeah.
Dude, you see that a lot in lives.
Yeah. And I think all of us, we enjoy sharing, you know, like I've had people be like, oh man, I've been trying to find that one. How is it? You know, and just conversating, not asking me for one.
Yeah.
I look and I'm like, well, I snagged 4. They are hard to find. This guy's been pretty cool. And I've hit him up like, hey, I'll go ahead. Let me go ahead and I'd love to send you one. You know, what else maybe haven't you had, you know? And then they'll be like, whoa, hey, no, I didn't mean that. I mean, if you want to, that's cool, but I don't need to. And it's no, that's no problem. You know, I don't mind sharing, and you know, like a lot of people. But when somebody's thinking, oh, Matt just got a 10-pack of this, I'm gonna get me a couple. Yeah, no, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Yeah. I was straight up with you guys, right? When I got the Ethelfalls, I said it. I was dead honest. I was like, don't even ask me, bro, because like it was hard to get it. I got my hands on it. I'm not gonna I paid pretty good money for them, right? I mean, anyone who's bought Ethelfalls, the box knows that what they cost, and it's hard to let them go. You know, I was thankful I got it, and I'm gonna hold on to them for a little while. I'm sorry, guys. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, DC, can I get an Ethelfall?
I'll send you the wrapper, bro.
Wow. What a douchebag.
Douche.
Mm-hmm.
But like also like within the group, like our groups and stuff, we do we'll be like, hey, you know, I reach out to DC. I'm like, hey, dude, can I cash app you? I want to get like one of the golden trials. I'll cash app you whatever it is, you know. And then he's like, no, it's cool. I'll send you one. Yeah. But I'm gonna send you something back. I'm not gonna be like, just you know, take it for nothing.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to
like. That's you and me though too. That's like us.
Yeah,
like we can friends, do that. Yeah. I've had conversations too with other people, and I've actually turned down packs. And it's like, dude, I appreciate it. I think I got enough right now. Like when I get a good amount of stuff, like we can do it. We'll do a 1-for-1 because it's. I don't want to take something because I don't have a good amount of stuff. I have a lot of singles that were gifted to me by you guys, right? I feel weird receiving something and not be able to send something back. Like it just feels awkward. So like that's I've had to do that, and I keep those friendships too because like that was actually really nice that somebody wanted to do that. That's been pretty cool.
Like I know now that I'm my Instagram's getting a little more popular. I'm getting brands that are like, hey, let me send you some cigars, and I'm like, cool, you know, if you want to, great. Here's my address, but I don't harp on them if they don't ever send them or like or you know, it's gone like a couple months and you know whatever. I'm still like their stuff and I'll still support them, but you know, I'm not gonna be like, hey, remember you said that you were gonna send me some cigars? If they want to do it at the time, great. And I'll gladly, you know, accept them and review them and give them my honest opinion. But I'm not going to be like, hey, remember you said that? Yeah, you haven't said anything yet. No, don't do that either.
All that stuff feels dirty. The dry bagging, it's just gross. It's like
the worst.
It's like, no.
The worst is the wet begging, man. Like, hey, man, send me your cigars. But you have a cigar, but I want your cigar. All right, I've been playing with that joke in my head the last 5 minutes. All right, move on. But how can I word this? Wet bagging.
All right, guys, I'm gonna end.
Yeah. All right, thanks, guys.
Golf clap for Randall. You try, brother. Golf clap.
By the way, this was pre-recorded. I'm not on vacation. I got fired after this.
Oh man. Did Matt, did we have some people that actually DM'd you anonymously that wanted to talk about some dry bagger situations?
Not dry bagger situations, just a couple of, just goes to the like pet peeves.
Shoot 'em.
If we want to get to both of those here, I guess it is close to a 10. So 2 separate anonymous ones. The second one's not really cigar related. It's more social media, Instagram, social media related. So the first one is, when people first get into higher end new worlds or even start to get into Cubans, they then scoff at everything else that isn't high end or a Cuban. like the stuff they were just smoking yesterday is all of a sudden trash. So basically, cigar elitists who all of a sudden, you know,
In other words,
good for your
Hugo.
$20 Placencia.
Hugo.
So that was
Hugo.
It was
Hugo,
Hugo.
yes.
It was
Yeah.
Hugo.
that one.
Everyone
Yeah.
is describing Hugo right now.
Is there an echo? Is there an echo on?
Hugo.
Definitely Hugo.
Hold on. Let me adjust the settings here.
Oh, here we go.
There's like an echo going on. All right, go ahead.
And I will say that my thing with that, with the cigar, it's like, who cares what anybody else smokes, right? If somebody is happy with a factory smoke, that gives them that enjoyment, that whatever they're looking for with the cigar. Who cares if it's that or a $600 Davidoff? Like, you know, who cares?
Yeah, I have one of my buddies that I go to happy hour with. Like, I'll take my cigars and I'll offer him my, like, whatever I have. Like, but he's like, no. His favorites are like something called Texas Sweets here, but they're like $3 cigars. But he loves them, and I'm like, cool, dude, smoke them. I mean, I'm not gonna judge him. It's what he likes. I mean,
Is that the Texas version of a Swisher Sweet? What is that?
it's like but it's a flavored cigar. It's like a sweetened cigar,
Okay.
but it's
So
an
a
actual
Swisher
cigar.
It's a Swisher.
But swishers are like pipe
Flavored,
tobacco,
sweet? No.
aren't they?
They're little cigars.
Swishers?
Little.
Swishers are not
Thought they
not
had
long
sweet
filler. They're short filler.
I'm talking about sweet flavored.
Well, okay,
That's what those
yeah. Okay, well, I guess sort of like swishers,
Hmm.
but yeah.
And the thing that
Hugo's like, I don't know anything about that.
the thing that I found, so like the unbanded cigars, I've had some of those where it's like one was I think a $52 cigar and one was a $40-something cigar. Didn't like it at all, and that was the majority of people agreed. And yet in this same month there was one that was I think $17 or $18, and I forget which one it was, doesn't matter, that everybody's like, this one is great. And so it's like, just because a cigar is expensive, it does not mean it's going to be good, you know.
Yeah.
And you see that quite often, you know.
Yeah.
So
I think I remember that month. That was the one that was pretty pricey, was that Xeno Platinum, and everyone was like, "No way!"
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, "Dude, I've seen that. I seen it on the shelf. Wasn't gonna touch it. It's a little pricey." And then we got to smoke it, and we're like, "God, that was bad. That was not great at all." Everyone had a few issues with that, and then when we got to those $15 ones, we're like, "This is amazing." And like a couple got A-tiered, right?
Yep.
And that was, that one got a C or a D maybe.
yeah, it's price does not mean good,
Mm-hmm.
except for the Atabey Black. It's good.
Well, they had a bit. So
cigar.
Yeah.
Isn't there a $200 Gurkha cigar?
Yeah,
don't tell
There
DC.
is.
Don't tell DC.
it comes in a tubo.
Yo, low key, I want to try it. No, I mean I would, but you know,
I want to try those cellar reserves,
I heard those are pretty good. I've
the
heard.
little- the little pigs.
Yeah.
I haven't found them new.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's true. JD said, you know, he smokes a lot of budget stuff, and you'll find some gems from time to time, and that's true.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
You can
Very
have a
true.
cigar
Very true.
under $10 that is just like, oh my gosh, this thing is amazing.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to try some of the house blends at your B&Ms, because you can find some good shit there, dude. And hell, you find something you really like for a low price. Shit, why not?
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
So the second and last anonymous kind of a pet peeve thing is not really, it's not cigar related. It's just more towards social media. So it kind of doesn't fit, but I'm going to throw it out anyways because he sent it to me. Is on Instagram, the like follow for follow culture. What do you say? The follow for follow culture, the obsession with subscriber follower count versus organic growth. Paid bot followers are also ridiculous. So like, you know, I don't really have an opinion on it, but you know, I think.
mean, hey, can I start? Sorry.
Go for it, dude.
Yeah. So no, paid bots is ridiculous. I mean, we've come across some people that have 100,000 followers, but their views are like at 25, 15. It's like you're putting yourself up there at this level, and your content sucks, right? And then when you do the follow, I was doing follow for a little while. So if you look at my numbers, it's changed. It's actually gone down, but it's because I kind of want to get the organic feel of like I'm putting up stuff. We're here, people are talking to us, they're listening to us, they want to follow us. Great. I do now honestly go and if somebody unfollows me for it, sorry, but it's true. I will go look at the Instagram page. I will go, and if like their page is a lot of cigar stuff, yeah, I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna follow because okay, this guy is doing what my Instagram is meant for. I want to see that stuff. I want to continue that. I want to follow. Like, you know, I will follow you for that because it's that same connection. I'm not gonna follow you if you're putting one cigar 20 posts down somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm glad I got a follower because they like my stuff, but I'm not going to do a follow for follow because it's going to bombard my feed, and I don't want that.
Yeah. Like what I start doing is like, I see like, you know how they pop up with like suggestions. I will look at if they have like the newer guys that are like, you know, starting, but they do have a, like DC says like 4 or 5 cigars or like 4 or 5 posts and they're all cigars. I'll follow them. My follow count is I follow more than I have followers, but it's because I follow like everyone that I know has like cigars, and you know I follow a lot of people. Like I do, I really do, but I'm not. I don't know. Like I won't follow people that like, you know, don't have cigar content. I try not to.
Yeah.
And like there's groups like I know on TikTok there's like people will have a TikTok video and it's like it's a follow train, everybody in the comments follow each other.
Yeah.
And like I think that's what this guy was talking about too, you know, the follow for the groups that are meant just for, oh, this is how you're going to get a bunch of jump into this group here, everybody follows everybody. And you know,
the one that I get a lot is like if I follow somebody that has cigar content, and then they'll send me okay, now that the garbage truck left.
Oh, my bad. I didn't have a free hand. That was me.
Like I'll have guys that have like cigar content, and then they'll send me a DM. Hey, also follow my other channel, and that other channel has like 39,000 followers, but then nothing with cigars. I'm like, I'll say no, and then I block them, delete them, and I'm like, fuck no. Even if their other page had anything but cigars, I am not gonna. I don't like that shit. But also follow my other account.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I've gotten
don't.
those folks that'll follow. Go ahead. Sorry. I'm sorry.
If the account's private, I definitely do not follow.
100%.
Yeah, that's for sure right there.
And like Peter said here, I've been grinding IG follows for 3 years. Follow for follow is dumb. Your page will grow if you just stay on it.
Yeah,
that's.
And then
JD
JD
just sipping on that Pellegrino, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see you.
but he's
I
drinking.
love this stuff, man.
But he's drinking it like he's drinking it like it's P Diddy at a freaking party over here.
Hey man, I didn't make it to the final tier, but I got I'm kidding.
Sosa says he sometimes at night follows himself.
Bad part is he doesn't refollow.
Hey, do y'all remember in the early days of Instagram, you like your own stuff, try to get the ball rolling? You know what I mean? Like, oh, boop.
You don't like your own stuff still? I do.
I don't. No, I don't. I used to.
Whenever I see people on Facebook, whenever I see people on Facebook like their own post, I usually put a meme of somebody giving themselves a high five. Sorry.
Patting themselves on the back.
What are you doing? You know,
my stuff is good, man. I'm gonna like it because I know I'm posting something good. So, and you guys have already told me that. So I'm gonna put a little like on there every time. I don't care what you say, Hugo.
I was just trying to get the ball rolling, man. Get the algorithm going. Hey, look, it's got a heart.
Speaking of likes, thank you for liking the episode tonight, guys. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks everybody for being in the chat and adding to the show. It's fun.
Sure. Definitely appreciate it.
The show. So today we were supposed to have brand owners on, and due to some technical difficulties, we had to postpone them, so they've been rescheduled. So we should be having them in December of the 11th of December.
Right.
So that's why now we brought out this episode, and it turned out to be a pretty damn good episode. I mean, I've had a good time with it.
For sure.
I'll be out of practice when I get back.
Of course, Ben, no dry bagging. Ben, you can do it all the time. We just tell you no.
Yeah,
we're gonna make a special emoji for you, Ben, if you keep doing it. How about that?
Dude, by the way, Ben, I love the name Ben Smoking. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ben Piping's better.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that one.
That's his piping channel.
Wait, what he does at night is something totally different, bro. Like, you let him be. If he pipes at night, hey,
let him do it. But
I'm
Ben
saying because
does,
he smokes pipes. What are you talking about, bro? Mine's in the gutter.
He's stuck
Ben
on the
piping.
Diddy comment from earlier.
Damn, bro.
Who are we talking about? Me?
I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
You guys are going off the rails now, man.
Ben was just saying he does feel extra grateful and do the sponsorship justice, because whenever people gift him cigars, he does it. He smokes them for his channel, and he does always say like, "Hey, this one's from so-and-so,"
Yeah,
So.
I mean, if someone sends you cigars, a company, whatever, that's the proper thing to shout them out, create a video. I mean, if that's the reason why they gave you the cigars, yeah, do it. Or I keep getting all these cigar lighters, so I'm always doing posts on them, and I'll even do YouTube shorts or whatever. You definitely got to follow up with that. If that's why they send you their stuff, do it.
For sure.
I saw something. Oh yeah, so JD says that this is more fun. So yeah, I agree, JD. Yeah, this is more fun, just kind of having a conversation. But I mean, we also need to. I also want to have a couple owners, and we want lounge owners. We're gonna try to get Sanj. Hopefully, Sanj is willing to come on, even though it's probably gonna be just him telling Hugo off, which is also fun. But yeah,
fun.
Well, for us it is.
He said it's not fun. Just a heads up for everyone too. Randall will not be with us for was it 2 weeks? Randall, you're going to be out of town, out of the country.
I think it's 3 weeks, isn't it?
No, I get back on the third Wednesday, so I'll get back that morning, 7, 8 in the morning, and I'll be fresh by that night for the December 4th episode.
Cool, awesome, man.
Well, if our viewers jump quadruple while you're gone, we're not going to tell you. We're going to tell you it tanked.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I thought you were going to say then we'll have a difficult conversation when you get back.
well, that too, right? That too.
If you don't get
something's working.
The StreamYard, if you don't get the StreamYard link,
hey,
we'll just tell Randall we're not doing it anymore.
Right.
I'll be like, guys, my internet's messing up. I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting anything. Hello?
Our group chat just suddenly disappeared. What happened?
Hey, mine.
We don't use that anymore. Yeah.
How did Hugo get booted out? I don't even know. So Hugo got booted out from our group chat, and it wasn't me, at least not on purpose.
There you go. Not on purpose.
That was weird.
Nah, it's the internet.
Oh, they cleaned the house on me. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
all right. Thanks for letting me know.
It's the settings.
Man. Well, I think that's the end of the show, guys. Just want to, for those of you that are still here, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. I didn't even finish my smoke, man. Look at this.
Yeah,
Chat was
same.
good.
What size was that?
I don't know.
I think everybody had Toros, right? Is that what everybody have Toros?
This is a Toro.
Mine
This is
was
like a Toro Extra.
Yeah, mine was like a
6.5.
6 1/4 by 52.
Yeah, mine was definitely Toro.
I might have been 52, yeah.
Peter, you got to put Peter's comment up right now.
Yeah, so one last one for Frank right there.
Toro Society Podcast.
Sorry about
What
that.
happened?
There we go.
Frank is that a thing? It is, huh? Okay. Oh man, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Javi, thank you, man. We appreciate you getting into the chat too. Sosa, Ben, JD,
Everybody.
Peter, all you guys helped us out,
Dude.
make the show really good. It was on the fly too when we had to switch up gears, and when we knew the our guest brand owner wasn't going to come on. But thank you guys. It was really fun.
Also, real quick, thank you DC for taking over and being the host for this week, man. It was really good, brother.
And creating
As
that
always.
lovely thumbnail of yourself, bro.
That was Frank, bro.
That was me, bro.
Frank. That was
Dude,
Frank.
I almost didn't share it because I was like, I didn't have one when I hosted.
Well, because I also like just now created the template, and now every single like person that's into the hosting, if it's just us or guest, is gonna be on that. I'm making it kind of look like a magazine cover, so that's where I went with that. And DC was the first person to grace the cover of the Stogey Society podcast magazine.
Where you getting the pictures, man? Do I have to send you a picture? Because I don't want you to grab some stupid screenshot of me or something.
Oh, bro, no, we already got your photo. It's you in that leaf, bro. You're so happy with that leaf. What is that?
Dude, did you see the color of that leaf?
You're all like foliage.
Just mess with the distortion so that I look a little bit thinner, though, because I'm over here like with this leaf, and I'm like, this isn't gonna make anything on my Instagram. Let me just do this, and then all of a sudden it's like,
nah,
kind of
bro.
blows up.
We're gonna grab the one. We're gonna grab the one you sent JD on the chat. The one with the cleavage.
What was
It's
that?
autographed too.
Oh yeah, dude. I was like, let me send it like I'm sending like a Hollywood like signed and everything. Yeah, dude.
Bro,
Dude, I like that
take
picture. Use that picture.
Hey, you know you take a lot of selfies when you don't remember which one it was.
No, I was like, wait, my cleavage? Oh, but that dude, no cleavage
Hey,
in that, man.
Camera roll check. Let's check the camera roll on everybody. Let's see.
You guys like my new shirt? Check this out.
Show them the back. Show them the back.
I can't.
That
I
is
don't
a
want
cool-
to stand up.
Oh yeah, don't
Fit check. He's not wearing pants.
I found this thing that came up on Instagram, man. I was like, I'm gonna get it, and it's a pretty cool like.
Come on,
cool
Peter, man.
Yeah.
Man, Peter's like, yeah, I'm with dude. He saw there was no cigar. He was like, I don't know if this is for me anymore. Hey, wrong kind of leaf. Wrong kind of leaf.
Yeah.
It's still a leaf, though, right? It's still a leaf. I smoked that. It's still outside somewhere.
Oh my god, you saved it, bro.
No, I threw it in an innocuous place if I wanted to grab it again for a better picture.
You,
That's awesome.
you do what makes you happy. You do what makes you happy, Randall.
Pretty ass leaf. Bunch of brown like dead ones out here, and that one was like not dead yet. But anyways, I digress.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and stop it here. But thank you guys again for tuning in. We greatly appreciate everything you guys are doing, helping us out here. Again, every Wednesday, tune in 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. You guys, what time is yours? I don't know your guys' time zones.
8:30 Central.
8:30 Central.
Yeah, 8:30 Central.
Well, no, yours is aren't you Eastern 9:30? Randall?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, but you know, it's I always say like 9:30, 8:30 Central because Central is like what everybody's supposed to kind of like drive into, like Central.
I get changed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Randall's thinking about that leaf, guys. Sorry.
No,
It was so beautiful.
He's gonna find two of them and put them like this, like he's covering his nipples.
oh yeah. Let me find like the one and be like, yo, it's got points. No.
Oh my god. All right, guys. Thank you again. You have a great night. We appreciate you tuning in. See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Night.
See ya.
See ya.